What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hope you guys have had a great weekend. Hope your Sunday is off to a good start. Welcome back to yet another episode of the YouTube pregame show entitled What's on Tap. If you've been following along from the get go, thank you as always. I hope you're doing well. And most importantly, I hope you're staying safe. And if this is your first time tuning in, hello, welcome, thank you for tuning in. I hope you're doing well and I hope you're staying safe as well. And you're probably wondering, What's on Tap all about? I will gladly explain. This is when in this instance today, I'm looking back at what caught my eye in college football, and then I'm looking ahead to what's on tap, pun intended, on the schedule. So, with that being said, after that explanation, let's dive right in. Yesterday was Championship Saturday in college football, and man, it did not disappoint. What a thrilling game in Arlington between the Kansas State Wildcats and the TCU Horned Frogs, a rematch, and I'm so happy I got the chance to preview that game on the site. Kansas State just they dominated the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. But give a lot of credit to Max Duggan because he really put that team on his back. Kansas State did win this game by a score of 31-28. And like I always say, it's tough to beat a team two times in the same season. Look, in the NFL, some teams even have to play each other three times, two divisional showdowns and once in the playoffs if the opportunity presents itself. Georgia putting up a 50 piece on LSU. They're more than likely going to be the number one seed, but I'll give those predictions after I do this. Michigan ends up winning the Big Ten championship for the second straight year. This time they beat the Purdue Boilermakers by a score of 45-22. The Pac-12 championship. How about Utah just punching USC in the mouth? And Caleb Williams gave Utah a little bit of bulletin board material, painting his nails, saying F Utah, and Utah took that personally. Utah won that game by a score of 47-24. USC is now officially out of the college football playoff rankings because they have those two losses. Look, no team with two losses is going to be let in to the playoffs. ACC championship, Clemson defeats North Carolina by a score of 39-10. Defense finally showed up. North Carolina doesn't play defense. College football playoff rankings get announced today. We will find out who's playing who and when and in what bowl game. My predictions, I'm thinking it's going to be Georgia at number one, the Michigan Wolverines at 2, Ohio State at 3, and I'm not punishing TCU. I'll put TCU at 4. I'm not punishing TCU, and I'm not putting Alabama in over TCU because Alabama has those two losses. I know the committee loves them some Bama, but Alabama has two losses, and TCU has just looked more dominant at times than Alabama. And why would I penalize a team for making their conference championship game and reward a team who didn't make their conference championship game? It just doesn't make sense to me. That's what I think the four are going to be. I want to know who you think the four are going to be. Now, let's talk about what's catching my eye in the NFL. Week 13. This is the crunch month of the season. There is nothing like December football. New York Jets, Minnesota Vikings today. Actually preview that one in a little bit, so be on the lookout for it. Commanders, New York Giants. This is a big game in the NFC East. Commanders are rolling right now with Taylor Heineke. Chase Young is expected to be back today. The Giants are slipping after that 7-2 start. They've lost their last two games. Can they get back on track? Preview this one on the site on Wednesday. Packers, Bears. Always love that rivalry. That's going to be both teams are struggling, but Haven't been to Chicago for so many years. They really get up for this game. The fans really take this game seriously. It's almost like bragging rights are on the line. Just a lot of history between these two. Aaron Rodgers is expected to play. I expect a heavy dose of the running game in this one. Cleveland Browns, Houston Texans. Deshaun Watson makes his Cleveland debut, and how coincidental it's happening against his former team. His 11-game suspension is up. I just can't wait to see how he's going to look in this one. Broncos, Ravens, Lamar Jackson, a disappointing Russell Wilson. Baltimore lost a really tough game last week at the hands of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Later today, Chiefs, Bengals, AFC Championship game rematch. Jamar Chase and Joe Mixon are expected to be back. Chargers, Raiders, later this afternoon. Seahawks and Rams. Can Seattle get back on track tonight? Colts, Cowboys. Then tomorrow, sorry, one more. Dolphins, 49ers. That's a huge interconference game. Both these teams kind of remind me of one another, and these are both two teams I don't want to see come playoff time. Then tomorrow night, Saints, Buccaneers on Monday Night Football to close out Week 13. I want to know who you guys have winning the game. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube page, which is The Daily Blitz. Keep up with me. Log on to the website, thedailyblitz.blog, enter your email address. Anything that gets posted to the site, you will get sent to your email inbox. Follow us on Twitter at DailyBlitz_61. Like the Facebook fan page, facebook.com. Type in the Daily Blitz and follow us on Instagram at the Daily Blitz_61. Keep up with me through the airwaves every Monday evening quarterback. Can't wait to get back to it tomorrow because I'll definitely have a ton to discuss. Right after that, every Monday night and Tuesday night, catch me on the Prime Sports World. David Hoffman, TJ Hopkins, Israel Rivera, and Matt James. Every Wednesday, catch me on the Nerd Zone on the Nerd Report Network with Ronnie Coomp, John Danzo, and Ryan Shaw. Every Friday, catch me on College Football Showdown on Prime Sports World with Israel Rivera every Saturday morning and every Sunday morning. What's on tap? Going to continue to keep bringing you this pregame show, especially if you guys like it. And you can also catch me on the Sports Cubicle on WCPT 820 AM in Chicago, Illinois, with Dan Marver, Michelangelo Mercado, Devin Single, and Paul Shivari. And if you need the link to tune into any of those shows, let me know and I will gladly get it to you. Enjoy the college football ranking pregame show and enjoy Week 13 of the NFL. I'll see you guys soon.